Hello, all my Cancer friends. Welcome to your second half of March, the 16th through the 31st. Many blessings to you all. Thank you for all my well wishes. I had a little minor cold at the end of last week, which is why we're right on the wire putting these videos out now, because I was coughing my fool head off with a little sinus cold. So I didn't have any fever. I just had a good old run-of-the-mill head cold. But I'm better now, and we have a lot bigger fish to fry with our energy. So first I'm going to say, everyone who is watching this must understand who I am at the core, and who I am is relentlessly positive. I believe that's the way to face every adversity, and that's the way I am on a regular day. So those of you who've been following me for a while know that this is nothing new, and this is my modus operandi, and I stand by it fervently. I have been able to conquer most every obstacle in my life with this particular attitude. I've been through many others which I failed to conquer because I didn't do it. So this is the way we're going to address this, and I hope that you enjoy what the reading brings and know that this is no different than I would read it any other time. So if you'd like a private reading, please visit my website, royalmystic.com. You'll notice that the event for June is still there. The retreat is still there. I have not rescheduled it yet. I'm waiting. I am being observant, and for now it stands. If it changes, I'll let you know. We're moving forward into allowing the universe to deal with this, and I was given that date for a reason, so I'm sticking to it. So here we have on the right side bottom corner, you can see an eye icon. It will take you to my homepage if you'd like to watch any of the other readings. I have a whole plethora of different things, so check them out. There's playlists that have got them all organized, or you can just watch what I've just recently uploaded by looking at the uploads. So with that being said, let's get on with our reading, Cancer. Thank you, angels, archangels, divine pure white light, divine spirits, spirit guides, gods and goddesses. Thank you so much for being present here to allow all Cancer, sun, moon, and rising to have the information they seek to assist them in remaining on their highest possible spiritual path. We thank you so much, Divine, for these blessings and beautiful messages, and we receive them in the love and light they are intended. We thank you for this divine guidance as always, and we welcome your energy here. Thank you for this blessed reading. Okay. Starting off with the Lovers in the core energy, the Four of Pentacles, the Six of Cups, and the Queen of Swords. In relationship, love life, spiritual life, and family, we have the Eight of Swords. Now, this is a really important card here. The Strength card, Leo Major Arcana, and the Archangel Ariel. And the Eight of Pentacles. In career and finance, we have the Three of Rods, the Four of Rods, and the Knight of Pentacles. So this is good energy. This describes exactly what's happening right now. Chaos. The Five of Wands is showing all kinds of, energy moving back and forth, a little bit of controversy, some conflict, and some unsettled energy, but that's okay. That's not the end of time. We're just having a moment. A little panic. Now, we've got the Lover's energy, which is the Gemini Major Arcana. It's also talking about being in a nurturing place, and if we're talking about your actual personal energy, the masculine stands for your physical body, and the feminine stands for spiritual upgrade. See how he's lifting her toward the spiritual light. So the golden light of the divine being lifted up and upgraded in that energy. And as the Lovers, if you're in a relationship, this means, the bond of the two within the spiritual energy. And it means the Gemini Major Arcana, for those of you who have a Gemini in your life. Now, we have the Four of Pentacles here, bringing in some stability. Also, what's going on now is everybody's kind of pinching their purse off. We're spending money on things that may run out, which are food, and obviously toilet paper was high on the list. This is that moment of pinching that purse shut, closing out whatever can wait. It has to wait. Things we might have been planning on doing are now being kind of put to the side so that we can see how this all goes. Now, we have the Six of Cups, which is soul family energy. So this is letting you know that the people directly around you right now are in a place of bringing you through this with help from others. So, and it is your Cancer major arcana symbol because it's the cups, and you guys are water signs. So this is being in a place of being very much in a place of being protected and helped by your fellow people around you right now. This is soul family, so it can be your actual family or people that are very close to you. So this is a very strong bonding energy. Plus you have the lovers there, which is another soul energy. Now we have the Queen of Swords. She is very much in touch with the light and bringing herself into this upgrade energy of the spirit. So divine connection here, and being in a place of being very, very connected to your spiritual energy and spiritual guidance. This is not anything that needs to be taken lightly. This is how we get through tough times like this, using our inner guidance. Okay, because what you hear on the news isn't generally effective in helping you to navigate. It sort of makes it worse. The fear-mongering is pretty bad. So we have to be in a place of being connected to source so that we can filter out that negative fear energy. And this is what happens when we get into the fear too much and we start to try to make logical sense out of everything. Okay, we start to spin in circles. This is see how she's got her blindfold on? I'm trying to make it focus. She's got the blindfold on. This is covering her human eyes and focusing her energy on her spiritual energy to allow, you see how, if you look at the swords even, there's little sparkly stardust below those swords. So that indicates that they are held in spiritual energy as well. This is knowledge, and you have spiritual knowledge, but you can't see it with, if she takes the blindfold off, she can't see this little sparkly stuff. She only sees swords, which are scary, right? If I saw a bunch of swords circling me, I'd be afraid. So this is where you have to be in a place of knowing that you are being guided. The knowledge that you need to connect to is not physical front of you knowledge. Your spiritual eyes are what you need to be looking at everything through, and stay calm in that energy. Here we have the Strength card, which is the Leo major arcana, which is allowing you to be guided and protected with the Archangel Ariel. It is the most loyal energy of the universe as far as the archangels go. Once this angel is walking beside you, it will not leave your side until you make it through safely. So this is that energy of being guided divinely and protected as you make your way through this whole turmoil that we're dealing with. Now, Eight of Pentacles. This is the energy of learning something or studying something that has the ability to make you gain from it. So some of the, if we end up in a long period of issue with a bunch of things going on, some of us may end up with new specialties, learning how to do different things in the healthcare system, learning how to do things in the, viral and bacterial. That's what's going on right now for a lot of people in the scientific world. They're all working on better testing, curing, inoculation, how to avoid, so there's all this different stuff going on here to dial it in. And you may end up as part of that. Some of you guys may end up gravitating toward that as part of the whole change in the way we do things. Now, we've got the Three of Wands here in our career and finance, and this means we're going to move on from this. This is where everything's going to take a new direction and it'll be a little different, but we will be able to put this behind us and move forward. So that's always fabulous, and it is a 3, okay? So it may mean 3 weeks from now, 3 months from now, it is going to be a better situation. Now we have the Four of Wands, so very strong communication. Any of you who are currently at a job that is doing telecommuting, this means you're able to really kind of it's actually going to be beneficial for some of you to learn how to do this remotely. So the stability of that depends on the ability for the communication to work, and I think that's going to reinforce that for a lot of companies and a lot of employees. It's going to change the job market. Now we have the Knight of Pentacles. So the Knight of Pentacles is the universe allotting the abundance, allotting the things that we need to be brought to us. So there is the energy being dispatched toward us to allow us to move forward from this without completely losing out financially. And Cancer, that's a very good sign for you guys. So let's see what the clarifiers have to say. Thank you, angels, archangels, divine pure white light, divine spirit, spirit guides, gods and goddesses. Thank you so much for being present here to allow all Cancer, sun, moon, and rising to have the information they seek to assist them in remaining on their highest possible spiritual path. We thank you so much, Divine, for these blessings and beautiful messages, and we receive them in the love and light for which they are intended. We thank you for your divine guidance as always, and we welcome this beautiful reading. Thank you so much for this blessing. Seven of Swords, walking away from the negativity. Nice. Two of Cups, the Ace of Rods. Oh, flip that upside down. The Nine of Cups, the Fool, the Nine of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, the Knight of Rods, the Two of Pentacles, and the Six of Swords, with the underlier being the Hermit. So this is where we must find our own way through this. Find your own security, your own way to anchor yourself in the light. If it is not, this is where you must find the thing within you. Everyone will have a different way of dealing and coping with this whole ordeal that we're going through, and your way will not be the same for me. So I'm going to encourage you to find the thing inside you that makes you fearful and to acknowledge it and then transcend it. So that means finding the one thought, the seed thought that causes you the most fear. What are you most afraid of about this whole circumstance? And then what will solve that? And think of that solution. And concentrate on that solution. Because when you shine the light on the thing that scares you most, it's like a cockroach, it runs away. So you've got to get rid of the shadow energy and get yourself in the light and get the shadow off the fears and shine that light brightly on them. Expose them for what they are. My guides just reminded me, and who in the heck who lives in Texas is afraid of a cockroach, because we got them bigger than Dallas. I will whip my flip-flop off faster than nobody's business and smash a roach. So those big tree roaches. So you can't be afraid of the cockroaches. You got to be ready to whack them. Because God knows you don't want to be asleep and have it crawling around. You got to get rid of it. So here's the Lovers, which is the beautiful. I know some of y'all are rolling right now. I love y'all. You know, I had to bring something funny to the table. So here's the energy of love and divine healing and divine ascension. We all will ascend through this because it is a spiritual moment when we're facing dire straits. Spirituality is the winner in all of it. So we have to get through that, and it also breaks us open. We are more open to spiritual suggestion when there's no other alternative. When logic fails, spirituality wins. So here is the Seven of Swords, which is letting go of the fear and pulling yourself up by your bootstraps and doing what you have to do. This is that moment. We are in the moment. Be strong and stable in your finances. It does mean money in the bank, so this is where we want to try to not go out on a limb on anything right now. We have the Two of Cups. Now in a few weeks that's going to change, but for now, just hold fast. Two of Cups, which is also a beautiful energy of this beautiful closeness of divine union. having like-minded energy, being in a place of joined energy. If you're in a relationship, it will also bring us together closer as people. Okay, a lot of people will form very strong bonds through this whole little crisis that we're having. Crisis does bring people closer. Now, the Six of Cups, beautiful family, tribal energy. This is where our people, the people that are in our direct line of energy, all of you who I speak to, I feel this about all of you. We are stronger as we band together. So thank you for being part of this reading. Thank you for bringing your positivity in. And I know it's hard to find positivity when we're in this time, and that's why we're here. I'm helping to restore that, I'm helping to build that, and I'm helping you all to hold on to that thread, because it does come down to a thread sometimes, and we need someone to help us pull that thread pull ourselves into the light. And for doing so, for having our group that we have the Ace of Rods. This is beautiful energy of flourishing after the storm. So this is the roots going deeper, because there's things going on, when stuff gets crazy on the outside, especially in the winter when things freeze, or when the ground is very saturated because of the rain, it looks like there's nothing happening. The roots are just going deeper. So we will be stronger for having made it through this together. It's reinforcing that. We have the Queen of Swords. This is the beautiful energy of divine connection, again, with that spiritual energy. And our heart's desire being granted. So this is coming. We will come through this. We will come through this. The situation will be resolved, and we will come out of it. Now, this is what we all want. And the beautiful thing about the cups, there's a lot of cups energy here. It's your energy, Cancer. Lots of cups. But it's also the energy of healing. Divine healing is in the cups energy. Now we have the Eight of Swords. Don't let yourself get overwhelmed with this craziness that's happening. Don't get your face out of the news channel. Watch some comedy. Watch some if you want to watch some spirituality. Joel Osteen was on today. I watched him just because I like him, and he was very positive and had some really good things to say. So here's the Fool card. This is letting yourself say, okay, well, things will be different, but we're starting a new cycle where things are different, and everything, we're still here, we're still existing, so let's make the best of it. We can't carry negativity with us through this. We've got to let that go, because that only weighs us down. We're starting fresh, starting new, the new cycle. Things may have changed, but we're still here, so we must move on. Time marches on. So, life continues. The Strength card, very strong energy of the Leo, Major Arcana, and the Archangel Ariel, being very faithful and helping us have the strength to endure and to move through this with our belief intact. Because this card is talking about the beautiful Garden of Eden energy, which is the belief that the universe is ultimately conspiring in our favor and will bring us through this with everything we need to get through it and make it to the other side. And your belief and your faith has to be what guides you through this, because your belief is what brings what you are believing for. If you believe for it to be terrible and the most horrible tragedy, well, guess what your experience will be? So your belief that the universe is constantly conspiring in your favor and that always brings you to the right result every time, on time, you got to have that. That's the only way to get through this, with all of your power invested in your belief and your faith. When your faith is bigger than your fear, fear is gone. Faith has to it's like flipping a boat that's capsized. Your faith has to be the thing that flips you back upright. So, the Eight of Pentacles is the energy of learning all you can, or being in a place of receiving whatever knowledge that will help you, because that is also bringing in this King of Pentacles. So the King of Pentacles is very grounded energy. It's also money being given, or a commitment being given. So this is the guarantee that you've asked for up here in the faith area. The guarantee of being provided for by the universe. It's 100% commitment to that. So that's the answer. Reinforcing it. We will move on. Life will continue. We will have a different way of doing things, but we will move on. Time for action. Okay, you will feel when it's time to make moves and do things. It's time for action is coming. This is that knight riding toward us. Then we have the Four of Wands, which is being in a place of very grounded, stable communication and solid energy. A lot of people have jobs that are going to weather through this, that you're not going to have to worry about anything. They will actually pay for the emergency time off. A lot of people have benefits like that. So this is that energy of being rewarded for being loyal to the place where you work and them being loyal to you. There are companies out there who are loyal like this. And it's telling you, okay, this is perfect card. Stay focused on what you're doing. Stay focused on keeping yourself healthy and well and your energy. And see how his eyes are closed? Again, it's all about having the energy of not being in fear of what's happening around you. We can't let the chaos completely collapse our ability to function and move through this in the best energy possible. This is telling you, do not let other people's drama and reaction. Some people are hypochondriacs. Some people are just, they feed off of the negative energy or the fear, and we can't be part of that. Do not put yourself in that energy because you will sink your own boat. You will prosper through this. This is telling you, the universe is sustaining us financially, Cancer. This is that promise of abundance coming in and being set aside. There will be compensation. And then we have the Six of Swords, and this is moving in the right direction, allowing yourself to leave the negativity behind and keep focused on the future. So this is part of where we have to be in faith that everything will come together and work itself out as long as we don't panic. So many blessings to you all. I send healing and protection and love and abundance to you all. And I'll see you again in 2 weeks. Many blessings to you. Have a wonderful second half of March and please stay safe. Namaste.